A very good morning, IB, to everyone. So today we are from Group 5 and we'll be presenting on the group project of Communication and Computer Network. So before I start, I would like to introduce myself and my group members. So my name is Damia Kisina, and together working in this project are Desiree Kayen, Siti Zulaika, Jocelyn Chaula, and Audrey. So first of all, I will start to explain the task given to our group, which were to redesign the entire home networking system, which will be able to support the new norm of working and studying during the COVID-19 outbreak. So we were ought to redesign the home networking system, as there will be an upgrade to the internet connection by the local internet service provider, which needed to accommodate the existing or the new network equipment and services.
Hi, my name is Desiree and I'll be explaining about the equipment used for this project. The equipment we recommended in this project is the TP-Link Deco E4, the QNAP TS-T51D 4G 4GB, the TP-Link LS105G, the 15-meter long Cat6 flat Ethernet cables from Ugreen, the Xiaomi Standard Camera Standard Edition, and the 10TB Seagate Ion Move. I'll first explain about the TP-Link Deco 4. This piece of equipment has mesh Wi-Fi features and helps extend coverage around the house. This is done by working with multiple mesh nodes. This will in turn help reduce the dead spots in the house. This piece of equipment is actually a router. Next, I'll be explaining about the QNAP TS251D 4G 4GB. This is actually a 2-bay NAS enclosure which is capable of 4K media transcoding and streaming. This is more than sufficient for the devices that will be interacting with it, which is primarily the smart TVs in the house. Next, I'll be explaining about the TP-Link LS105G. This piece of equipment is a budget 5-port switch which is sufficient for all the connections on the first floor, primarily the 3 desktops and also the connection from the switch to the main network. Next, I'll be explaining about the 15-meter Cat6 flat Ethernet cable from Ugreen. This piece of equipment is used for stable and reliable connection to the internet. This piece of equipment is also faster than Cat5e Ethernet cable. It also has less crosstalk interference than Cat5e Ethernet cable due to its improved insulation. Now I'll be explaining about the 10TB Seagate Ion Move. This hard disk drive is optimized for redundant array of inexpensive disks, otherwise known as RAID. This HDD has error recovery control, which is essential because it is used for backing up all the devices in the house. The last piece of equipment I'll be explaining is the Xiaomi Standard Camera Standard Edition. This IP camera is waterproof and dustproof with an IP65 rating. Since it will be used outside a lot, it won't be damaged because of this.
Greetings, my name is Jocelyn Chola Anak Jeki, and I'm going to talk about the most appropriate topology that is going to be used in a house. So as we know, the house consists of 2 floors, which is ground floor and first floor. So for each floor, star topology is being applied. This star topology is where all nodes are connecting individually to one hub, which is the center. With star topology, the signals will be spread throughout every rooms in the house and between floors. Wi-Fi routers are centralized as the hubs. Star topology also less expensive and very easy to be installed at home. Lastly, the failure of a device in the network system will not affect the rest of the network. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Diagram 1 shows the simple building block diagram for this double-story house to show how does the Ethernet cabling system in this house actually works. We have implemented ISP router as the main network in this house. At the ground floor, there are 6 wireless IP cameras which are located at different positions at the ground floor of the house. All of it are connected to the main network in this house, which is ISP router. Next is 10 terabyte network attached storage, NAS, which is located next to the 100 Mbps optical fiber optic point at the ground floor's living room. It is also connected to the main network. Then, there are 3 smart television. One is located at the ground floor and the other 2 are located at the first floor. All of these television are connected with 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi connection. We have included a wireless modem at the guest room to avoid any internet connection problem happen, and this modem will be connected to the main network. At the first floor, there are 2 desktop workstations and 1 online gaming desktop connected to the switch, which allow star topology routing. It helps a lot to manage traffic either coming into or exiting the network. I think that is all from my part. Let's move on to our next slide.
Next, I'll be explaining on the suggested consumer-grade security measure that we think would be suitable to be imposed on the new home networking system. So first of all, is to imply the usage of firewall on the home networking system. So firewall will help to monitor the network traffic by creating separation or barrier in the network that needed to be safeguarded from the external network. So what it will do is that firewall will continuously scanning and monitoring activity and will also filter the approaching and leaving data from the computer. Secondly, is to impose the usage of network access control, NAC. What it will do is that it will grant the administrator full control of the network, enabling the administrator to deny access to certain party from gaining access to confidential data. For instance, the router can be set to monitor the children's online activities by enabling parental access control. So that is one of the example of network access control. Other than that, it is also suggested to install antivirus and anti-malware software. So this is because this software can detect excessive access of website, unauthorized website to the computer network system. And when an entry of file with virus is detected, this software will quickly remove the file to protect the home networking system or the computer. And lastly, it is also suggested that users should also consider usage of virtual private network, VPN, which will allow connection from another endpoint, giving users sense of anonymity when connected to internet provided by the local internet service provider. And it will also hide the user's internet protocol address.
Hi, my name is Siti Zulaika and I'm going to present for my group budget breakdown. So first, we use TM Unified Xiaomi 100 Mbps, which costs 129 ringgit per month. Next, we use QNAP TS251D as our NAS hub. It will cost around 1,646 and 99 cents only. Then, for the CCTV, we use Xiaomi IP camera standard version, which costs 534 ringgit. Next, for the NAS hard drive, we use Seagate IronWolf 10 TB hard drive. It will cost 2,299 ringgit only. For the Wi-Fi router, we use TP-Link Deco E4 AC 1200 mesh Wi-Fi router. It costs 299 ringgit. Next, for the switch, we use TP-Link LS 105G 5-port. It will cost 59 ringgit. For the cable, we use Ugreen Cat6 Ethernet flat cable. It will cost 1 meter of it. It will cost 9 ringgit and 99 cents. for 15 meter. Since we use 4 of it, it will cost 119 and 43 cents only. For the total budget breakdown of our group, it will cost around 5,086 ringgit and 24 cents. So for the conclusion, most things being done at home due to pandemic, so we need to extend our Wi-Fi connection. Some equipment are useful to fully utilize internet connection bandwidth. Appropriate topology and network planning is important for connection stability. Then for network security, it is important for our privacy safety. That's all from our group. Thank you.